Okay, so good morning. It is Saturday, beautiful weather out, and we're going to do some more drawing with Dad. So this will be number 2, and I got my coffee. I've been awake for a little bit, so hopefully we can have some fun. Okay, so I'm gonna go for so I'm set on a pencil, and that's what the DrawithDad. It's a brand of pencils. And let's see how big I am here. Oh, wait a minute. I'm on white. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, all right. So let's see. So we were talking about shapes last time, and everything that I draw, you know, um, when I first start out, like so you got a line, okay, and so this line there can be a lot of different things, that this line, just this one line that I made, can be turned into. Um, so, for instance, this line, if we saw it as like a skyline, like a plane, um, it could. Let's see here. Okay, so we're just gonna play with this line right here, and so I'll start out, and if we draw another line coming out like this, right, and then another line, okay, so. And then if we kind of make the tops of triangles here, right? And then you got a road, and you can even do make the mountains with some snow on them. You could add some clouds, right? So I'll leave that there, and let's see, and then we'll go to the bottom here. And so actually, let's continue to play with this line. And then if you look, it's kind of funny. Like this is just my head, but so we've got that going on right now. If we took this line and went like this, okay, because remember, we're the masters here of our own world. We can do whatever we want. Okay, now it kind of looks like a smile, and the sun kind of looks like an eye, and the cloud looks like an eye, and that big mountain here, right here, almost looks like a like a nose, right? So the mouth. So what's this road going into the mouth? Well, why not make it a tongue? Remember, this is just me being silly, but and then you can even, because the mouth, if you think about where the mouth is, the tongue is going to kind of push out, leaving a little open space, and then we could take another one of our shapes. We'll say a circle, stretch it out into an oval, and then we'll stop when we get to the tongue. But lift your pencil up and pretend that you're still moving your pencil, so that way your shape continues underneath you see, I wish I had a cursor that showed. Let's see, let me see here. Preferences, brush cursor. Yeah, I wish it showed me a little. Doesn't though. Anyway, so yeah, basically, you would finish. So like what I was saying was like while you're drawing this curve, what you want to do is, okay, so the tongue was already there, and so the shape will basically, and then we'll lift your pencil up right now, but keep moving in the same direction as if you were drawing, and then put your pencil back down right there, boom, and then you can basically, without having to erase that, it would be just as if it followed underneath the tongue. So that's just a little trick that I use, and then we can add some ears. And ears, just kind of think like a butterfly. Okay, so here's a butterfly. Again, it's just shapes, see kind of an oval, kind of an oval, kind of an oval, and kind of an oval, see? And then circle, and then another oval, and then you just you just add some more shapes, oval stuff, or lines, however you want to do it. But we take half that butterfly, and that's basically the ear. And then you take the other half of the butterfly, and you got the other ear, and then usually what I do is kind of a part of a circle, and then start a circle, just a couple, but it leaves you with something that looks like a comic-y ear, right? And then the hair, the hair can be anything. Um, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a few different ideas. So I'm just adding another layer, even though I said that I wouldn't use all the fancy tricks. This will allow me to show you a few different examples. So we could go like this, and draw some simple sticks coming out of his head. And you could be like, okay, there's his hair, right? Or we could just draw a shape and then stop, and then another shape, and then that could be his hair, right? Or we could just kind of give him some hair coming out the side here. Then it kind of makes it look like he's bald with hair, So just play with the hair, because there's all sorts of different things that you can do for hair. Okay, so I'm going to be done with this drawing. So I'm going to go back to that layer, and I'm going to erase this. So hopefully you guys see this. You can always pause it. And what I'm going to do, actually, we're going to stay with this line. So let's go to that layer, and we're going to redraw this one line that we started out with. Okay, and then whoops, I'm going to erase everything except that one line. Okay, we're just going to be playing with that one line for now. Now, we'll stay with the street theme that we got going on, and so if there was a guy standing right here, okay, nothing special to this guy, and we're seeing the back of him, okay, so we wouldn't see the front of his shoes, you know. You don't have to do anything special. So his field of vision, you know, is basically this way, right? Okay, so that's what we're going to imagine the perspective, and so what we'll do is we'll go, right, and and then so this could be another road, right? So we're kind of seeing a road running by us, and next to the road there would be a sidewalk. So it's another line, and then on that other side another sidewalk, and because it's what we're kind of seeing is, so this sidewalk is going to be a little bigger than this sidewalk because this sidewalk is further away, right? So, and then we could add a little bench. Oh, where should we put a bench? We can put a bench like right here. You know, nothing special. And then we could add some more lines. Like that line. And if we just kind of now take some small lines and go like this, then this almost looks like a little fence or a gate, or, you know, just a little barrier that runs along like a guardrail kind of thing. And then if we go and draw another line, okay, draw another line out here, right? And then just kind of take some bubbly, you know, however, and keep going out with this one, and then okay, and then part of a circle, and then you just kind of draw some lines that are hugging the circle, that are also circular, but what we get is the effect of like a sunrise or a sunset over a body of water. Could be an ocean, could be a large lake, and then I won't get into reflections and all that, but then you could just kind of draw some, you know, lines for the water. And so this guy now is looking at, you know, and you could even, as you come closer to where we are, you know, and then this is farther away. So what we could do is we could add some bushes that are, you know, close to us. And what bushes and stuff do too is they kind of hide some of the details. If we don't want to, you know, draw everything, we can just add, you know, a bush or a tree, you know, and the tree will hide, you know, this whole area right here. So whatever's behind here, we don't have to draw because the tree's in the way. And, you know, and so then if we were drawing like a car, you know, then, and we didn't want to draw the whole car, you know, you could just have, you know, we basically drew a car. That doesn't look all that great, but, you know, here's a car with very little detail to it, but we know there's a car behind this tree. So, is that, okay, so anyway, so yeah, now, so remember that's all taken from that one line, and it's just a bunch of other lines that we added, and then a couple of shapes, and these are street lights, you know, and then so there'd be maybe another one over here. Oh, that's kind of small. So, and I drew a circle around them to kind of give you the impression of the street lights are on, and you know, so that would be a clue to the person looking at your picture that, oh, street lights are on. It's either very early in the morning, it's nighttime, or it's just getting dark, you know, which is usually what time the street lights come on. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and erase. So bye bye bush, bye bye little man. Bye bye sun, and bye bye mountains. Okay, so here we are with this line again. Now, this line could be the edge of a table, right? And this is a fun one to do. And let's see. So if I was to take this line and take out the middle, okay, then what you do is, and this one's easy to do too, so we go with a half of an oval, but continue it to a bigger oval, right? And then a half of an oval. You guys may have already done similar stuff like this in school. And then you could go boom, boom, right? And then just put a little C into his eye. Little C. And those are two eyes, right? And a big old nose. And then we go. And that's his head, right? That was kind of funny. And then we'll make some fingers. So just kind of come up here, loop it over, one, and then starting right here, two, we'll just do three because he's like a cartoon. And so the tops of the fingers, you want to kind of meet up, so that way they're, you know, you don't want to. I mean, you know, it makes it kind of look not that uniform. I mean, you can if that's what you're going for, you know, lumpy fingers or something. But you know, just at the beginning, try to make them so that way they all kind of meet up at the same plane. I guess. So, and then we'll come over here and we'll do the other side of the fingers. And we're just kind of mirroring what we just did. You know, and they're a little bigger than that side, so I'll erase. And so what I do is I kind of glance over at the fingers I already drew as a reference. That looks a little better. And then, so then again, what we're going to do is we're going to take that line, this line right here, and we're going to pick our pencil up, but continue the line. And so that way it meets at the same place. Another trick is you just take a ruler and you just lay the ruler down. I don't really like how thick that one was. You can take a ruler, and then a ruler will let you excuse me, like I just took a ruler out, you know, and so, you know, if I was to go like this, and then I'm putting the ruler on the iPad right now, and boom, boom, you know, and the ruler picked, I can pick up and leave the ruler there. You guys know how to use a ruler. What am I talking about? Okay, so this guy's peeking up over the table at you, you know, and then you can add some ears. You can just add circle ears, and you can add some detail in the middle, or you can just leave them plain. And then if you want to add some hair, you can do hair like this. This is like a funny hair, you know, and you can add eyebrows, you know, and the more details you add, the more fun it gets, or, you know, and I mean, you can even add just a couple of lines like this, and it gives you shadow, you know, kind of cartoony shadow. But just a few lines like that, as long as they're all going in the same direction and on the same side, you know, notice all these are all on, that's my right, but they're all on this side of the guy, you know, and so it'd be like as if the light source this is a light bulb, you know, was shining this way, casting shadows, you know what I mean. Get rid of all this arrows. Okay, but we'll take all these shadows off. It's a little advanced. But if you want, you can play with those too. That's fun. And then, so because this guy is over here, so say we're staring at him, and so up to us, it's going to be whatever's on the table. If this is a table, it's going to be closer to us, right? And you don't need to draw all these arrows. So say he's hungry, and you know what you could have a bowl of cereal, which is a circle, and then we'll leave the, and try to think ahead, right? So cereal, there'd be a spoon in it, right? So we're going to leave that open so that way you could put the handle, and then the bowl kind of looks like this. Okay, and so if this bowl was empty, you don't have to draw this, but you know, the bottom of the bowl would be like this, right? And so if we take cereal and the milk, and add it into the bowl, right? Then, oh, we gotta leave that little spot for the spoon. Then the milk would come up to about here in the bowl, and then the cereal, you know, you could make it like just mushy looking thing. You could make it like a bunch of little circles, but you don't have to add them all, you know. I could even make this look like Cheerios. Okay, so then we'll have the spoon, you know, and then to make the spoon look like it's in there, see? And so he's looking at, this could be oatmeal, this could be, you know, whatever you want it to be. But, you know, it's a pretty cartoony way to make a little thing of food, you know. And so if we just by adding a few O's, you know, you could make it look like it's all O's without sitting there drawing, you know, O, 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 O. So, and I'm trying to slow this down so it's easier for you guys to follow. Okay, so I'll do about 3 more minutes on this one because we're at about 27 minutes. So I'm going to erase this cereal and I'll do an animal for you guys. A real easy one. So let's say a cat. Okay. So cat, you go oval. Okay. And then oval, right? Oval. And then come up like this. Come up like this. Okay. And then we'll add the ears. And then you just put a line down the middle of those. Okay. And then oval, oval, blurp, oval, blurp, half oval, right? And then, let's see, we'll make him kind of sitting up. So we'll just draw a line, kind of curving down and stop. And then we'll go, oh, let's see, like this. And just kind of have this like this. And a line like this. It's kind of how his feet are. Kind of making this up as I go. And so we'll give him some toes. So it's part of a circle, part of a circle, and a circle, and then part of a circle, part of a circle, and a circle, and then we'll do another kind of part of a circle over here, right? And then we'll kind of come down, and then what we'll do is we'll go give him some kind of hair, and okay, and then this part's a little tricky. We'll come up, this is his thigh, okay, and then we're going to go part of a circle, part of a circle, part of a circle, and then this line right here is a little bit too long, so erase that a little bit, and then we'll just, so as you come and then you Let's see how I want to do it. So it comes out like this, and then, this cat looks kind of funky. I don't know about this. Is that how his feet would be? I'm not messing you guys up here. Okay, so on this back one, I'm gonna redo. Okay, so the cat's leg is like, yeah, I think it's kind of like that. Okay, so circle, circle, circle. I'm gonna do a tail, and then this will come up like that, maybe. Okay, just bear with me. And then we'll go up to his head, and that's opacity. I want size. Size. Okay, and so this line we can erase, and this line we can erase. And that makes it look like it's connected. And then I'm just gonna give him some eyes here. And then if you just kind of darken this, kind of makes his ears look a little more 3D. And then just by adding some dots, and then a couple lines. Oops. Oops. Back. Then we got a cat. And then you could even say me ow. And then you could make him saying this. Alright guys, well this has been Drawing with Dad, and I hope that you guys have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. So enjoy the video, and I hope this has been a little bit slower and easier to follow along with. Alrighty, well I love you.